today's episode. If you're interested in understanding when you need to file for a green card for resident status after you won asylum, or you think you're about to win asylum, then you want to watch the entirety of this show. Friends, welcome to Green Card Guys TV. I'm your host, John Ting, here to solve your immigration problem and maybe even prevent it from happening in the first place. If you're just tuning in the first time, welcome. And we do offer free 15-minute preliminary discussion with our premier attorneys. It might not be with me. You do need to qualify for the free 15 minutes. So the best way to do that is to give us a call right up here if you're on YouTube and Facebook, or you can find our number down below on Instagram. Or the other way is go straight to our website, greencardguys.com, and all our information is right there. And another thing that you can find on our website is a free guide. It contains answers to common questions, estimated step-by-step. Now, of course, for you to know which guide to pick, you would kind of need to know which kind of case you would qualify for or you think you qualify. But if you don't know for sure, that's okay. That's why you give us a call. Ask for if you can qualify for a free 15-minute consultation, and we'll point you in the right direction. Okay, folks, so today's topic is about when you can file for residency after you win asylum. Now, there can be some, conflicting information out there, but there is a recent, I believe in the last couple months, let me see if I can find it for y'all, an policy update by USCIS to indicate when you can file for residency, okay? The 485 application for adjustment of status. All right, the rule is, so that was February 2nd, 2023. Let me see if I can share my screen on YouTube. All righty. The thing is that you have to have 1 year of physical presence. 1 year physical presence, and it used to be before February 2nd this year that you had to wait 1 year to file that application, the 485. But they got rid of that rule. Yes, you still need to show at least 1 year of physical presence in the U.S., but you don't have to wait to file that application. So as soon as you win that, get approval for 589 application for asylum, there's no need to wait. Just go ahead and file it. And you might wonder, why do they change this process? Why all of a sudden does it appear that USCIS is being nice or friendly? It's because finally the Biden administration, or any administration in general, is finally realizing that these cases, the 485 applications specific to asylees who won asylum, are taking at least 3 years. So let me see if I can find that processing time for you as well, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so let me add it here. Let me pick I'm clicking on the drop-down menu. Let me pick, you can see, but I clicked on the drop-down menu. All right, so I'm picking Nebraska Service Center. So you can see that here. It's actually 41.5 months of processing for adjustment of status based on asylum. That is ridiculous. So if you're not familiar, just to take a step back here, applying for asylum is step number one. That winning that does not automatically mean you have residency. It does not mean you have a green card. That is a separate application, and it cannot be filed at the same time as asylum. I think most people know that, but I just want to share that just in case. Now I'm sharing the processing time again. Let me pick the other service center, Texas, and oh my goodness. So I'm sharing the screen on Facebook and YouTube, and it's 45.5 months. So sure, it's a good thing that USCIS is now allowing people to apply earlier, 1 year earlier, essentially. So you can see here, I'm trying to increase the font size here, that this announcement was on February 2nd, 2023. So it says, yeah, USCIS clarifies physical presence guidance for asylees and refugees. So yeah, not just for asylum, asylees, but also for refugees. So the sooner that you apply for residency, the sooner, hypothetically, that you can get the resident status, and then also assuming sooner that you can apply to become a U.S. citizen. So there's no reason to wait, folks. We're trying to provide all this information for you so you don't delay your decision to file the application. In fact, we've had some clients recently that we filed for mandamus a couple months ago. They were able to get the asylum interview. One of our colleagues, Brian Manning, represented several of them, and can't guarantee results for future cases, of course. I'm supposed to say that, but their team was able to help those clients win asylum. So we're very, very blessed and happy for those clients. And yeah, let me turn on the light here. Okay, there we go. So many people have been waiting many years. Some people that contact us have been waiting 7 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. For us, we're more comfortable to wait until the 4-year mark after you file for asylum and there's no interview, or you did have an interview and it's been more than 1 year. That's ridiculous. You shouldn't be waiting more than shouldn't be waiting more than 1 month after interview for your decision. But most people that call us about asylum related type cases for mandamus, they've just been waiting for the interview. But I don't want to forget this one. There are also people who have won asylum, received the decision, of course, the approval notice, but then filed the I-730 to include one of their spouse or children, and so that they can get asylee status. And that has been delayed several years. So that's also another option that we've been successful, situation that we've been very successful. Because, yeah, all these, let me see if we can pull that up here. The I-730, let me click on that one to include other family members. Yeah, right now shows 13 months for Nebraska Service Center. Before, for other, like when I checked a couple months ago, it was like 20. Yeah, here it is. Texas Service Center, 22 and a half months. Now, I wouldn't even have that on my screen. There it is, 22 and a half months at the Texas Service Center, and this is for the I-730 form. But yeah, at the end of the day, folks, don't mind my hair. I'm getting a haircut today. Going to Austin for a cousin-in-law's graduation. Let me know if you're, hey, by the way, if you're watching the show, let me know where you're watching from. I always think it's interesting how far the YouTube channel has, reached. And let's see here. You're always welcome to drop a question in the comment section and see if we can help you out, point you in the right direction. But yeah, if you're just now tuning in, we do offer free 15-minute preliminary discussion. And the best way to do that is go to our website at greencardguys.com, click on free quiz or hire us. There's some kind of button there that our marketing team put together. Or you can go, if you're on YouTube or Facebook, you go to that website, freevisaquiz.com, or just call in. Okay, folks? Hey, what's going on, Coco? Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see, who else can I help here? What else can I share? So that's about it about the topic of the day. The question of the day is really, don't wait, folks. Do not wait if you're in this situation. And I get it. Some people say like, well, I need to wait for money save up. If you're, if you hired us for asylum, for a mandamus case, if we're, for example, like asylum, we tend to be very friendly in a sense and to reduce the deposit to help y'all out. So you just get your case going. Because I just showed the processing time, it takes forever. Okay. It's pretty ridiculous. Very, very ridiculous. So let's see. Y'all are a little shy today. No questions? Sorry, I had to join or start the show a little bit later today. We're just going to pull out some new features. We have a countdown timer for first 30 seconds. So hopefully share some info about that. All right, Coco, you got a question. There you are. I figured you might have a question. I recognize your name. Well, that's easy, Coco. You received RFE for tax transcripts, okay, and that your joint sponsor forgot to mention something. Oh, okay, what did they forget? They have sponsored someone before. Before you forgot to mention the 864 form when applying. What did I forget? Okay, well, I guess you may not want to share that on the YouTube. Um, and it sounds like the RFE did not know that. The USCIS did not know that. So if it's just updating it, then what you can do is have the joint sponsor sign a new 864 form and just mention in the letter that the 864 was updated. But maybe whatever that the joint sponsor forgot to add in there might not be important in a sense. So yeah, it kind of depends. Let's see, you got another comment here. I forgot to mention other person. Maybe you meant like a household member or something. So that will change the numbers, of course, right? The minimum poverty guidelines. So you want to rely on the 864 form, or I'm sorry, 864P. If you Google search that, take you straight to the USCIS website about that. So I don't know if that answers your question. Yeah, the other person they sponsored. Yeah, so yeah, it's going to add another person to the household size per se. So hopefully your joint sponsor still has enough income. So this is a great scenario that you've asked me about. Great in the sense that y'all need to know this, is that even if the past income, let's say like 2022, we're in 2023 now, 2022 income, now that that person had to add another person to the household size, it's okay. What we try to have the USCIS focus on, and we write in the letter or type out, is that basically, hey, this person exceeds the minimum poverty guidelines based on current income, so 2023. And so that's why USCIS in the instructions, they ask for current pay stubs, okay? And of course, pay stubs are available for people who have W-2, okay? So if you're 1099, I don't think you would have pay stubs. I mean, hopefully, but so it just depends how you're paid or how you're classified as a worker in America. Would USCIS get mad? No, I mean, they don't care. It's not really emotions, but I think you're talking about like, could they still deny it? So yeah, I would just, they have enough income, but the person's supposed, so you just have to update that. Okay. And I don't know. I don't have no idea if USCIS would even know. Oh, I see in this system that the same joint sponsor someone else. I have no idea if they would know that, but I think it's a pretty good idea to assume that they could know that, right? Because it's to the same agency. So I think it's a good idea that nothing hurts to update and give a new form and just mention in the letter that you updated, and that there was no intention to misrepresent. That's very important. No intention to misrepresent the government. So we want to update as soon as possible. And of course, ultimately, the most important thing is that still, regardless, based on this new household size or whatnot, that the so-and-so's income exceeds the minimum poverty guidelines. Okay, folks, hopefully that was helpful. Whew, today's Thursday. I realize I'm going to be out tomorrow. I'll be at a graduation. If I'm able to hop in real quick, I will, but most likely not. So otherwise, I'll be back on Monday. We're trying better to just have topics available, but if you have a question that you think could be also helpful for others, please submit, send us a DM, or I don't know what I mentioned yesterday, but you can submit a DM, send us a DM and message or text in and see, ask like if John could, or if I could go live about a certain topic, specific topic, question you got about. Okay. So, because I feel like, and there are a lot of questions. So let's see, but we're happy to put it in the mix. Okay. So we can answer your questions. Alrighty. Well, I do have to run to another team meeting. And I appreciate you. Again, if you're just now joining and watching this later on, we do offer free 15-minute preliminary discussion. Just call the number above. We do have a WhatsApp number. It's not the 72 number, it's not the WhatsApp number, but here it is on YouTube. There it is, 346-330-5888. If you're abroad and require WhatsApp. Alrighty. Wish all the best, and you'll have a wonderful weekend if I don't talk to you before Saturday. Oops, wrong one.